must come a day when the whole world comes out to play. Put your pains away when the whole world comes out to play. How can you live without laughter? How can you survive half alive? Spirits must flow just like water. It's time to be the me that lives life free. Yeah, it's time to be the me that lives life free. There may come a day.
Rioting in colour, performers flocked to the streets during a recent street theatre festival. The world-famous French group Le Piéton were there and joined up with the CELEAN Creative Society from Soweto for a soccer match with a difference.
This is partnership between French and South African artists, and it's an ongoing process. Les Piétons first came last year to perform their own show, and now this is the second step.
Excuse me, that's not
Oh, it's Joburg. Everything's buzzing. Lots of people all over the place. Young people, old people. 2 soccer teams going mad.
When they came here, they realized that soccer was really one of the most important thing here, a way of talking directly to people through soccer.
It's a play, soccer play, a project around the ball. We are a group of French street theater people. It is called the Pedestrians. And we are doing here a project with 14 Sowetan kids who are very, very full of energy. And we are learning from them. We are teaching them also about street theater.
It was nice. I mean, some people were seeing it from the first time, playing football at the same time, playing theater situations. It was something out of this world.
It's for the parade. For the parade, it's African song and dance song. That's why you have to give us the energy, you know? You understand? For the beginning, it's you. We absolutely need you because we know the dance and the song, but you have the feeling better than us, you know?
Many different people, different ages, different social class and different spirits can come and see something together, and there is a stronger exchange in the audience and with the artists than in an inside theater.
They have learned from us, they have learned a lot from us, as much as we did from them. Yeah, because I think they were interested in our stuff and we were also interested in their stuff. I think we are going to use their experience here in South Africa. We are going to implement them.
Happy that when I heard that they're going to have some street theatre going on, particularly since, you know, it's been going through a lull. There hasn't been much.
Very interesting to see how people perceive what we do on the streets, and it's interesting, you know, because what we've done is take the same show all over the city.
I'll tell you a story.
You can do it.
I was mugged twice, and for more than a year afterwards, every time I went on the street, it was a question of like, who's the next one who's going to attack me? It was complete paranoia. Then in the beginning of '95, when we started to do street work with Jungle, taking it into townships, taking it into town, it was a process of liberation for myself. It was how I got to come to terms with being free on the streets of the city again.
More matches, soccer matches, rugby matches, cricket matches, all those kind of events draw people outside. And whenever there is a street theatre performance, people go crazy. They love it. They can't believe what's going on. It's an interruption in the usual boring thing that happens on the streets. It's a flash of colour. It's wonderful.
That's what it does for me. I mean, I feel very happy to do it. It's a great event from 2 continents. You know, so
eating and singing,
having a great time, having a ball is fantastic. It's really nice. Usually with a really good vibe, and that's what's important.
I think it's the best way for people to share where they're coming from, to share their cultures. You know, is to get together and say, well, you know, what can we bring to people if we move into a public space? What is it that we're going to be presenting? And it's about identity. It's about performing yourself. It's about situating yourself.
Mr. Stripe. Reading between the lines, you may find his self-portrait in E minor. He's just one of the many street performers who pop up in public squares around town, enticing you to play along.
And they just get confronted with something they don't know, they didn't know before. So they can choose either to take it or to let it go.
BDI is 3 letters. One is a B, B for bad breath. And the second letter after the dot is D, and D is for... Damn, I can't remember. And then there's another dot, and then there's an I. And the I stands for intrepid. Do you spell intrepid with an I or an E? I can't remember.
BDI stands for Backdoor Initiative, the people I've worked with, among others. That traditionally means the back door's open, use your initiative. You know, it's just saying hello. Maybe we're just a little doorway into a forgotten past or a future. You know, just we encourage freedom of expression. Playing in the streets is fun.
what BDI tries to do is tries to create an opening, in a way. Just tries to present people with something that they don't expect to see. You have to think about who this person is and what they're doing and whether they're really being aggressive or whether they're playing, and whether this is real, if this person is really mad or if they're playing at being mad. And I think that those are the sorts of questions. I mean, a lot of people think that we're just crazy, even if you're doing it on purpose.
Let's paint ourselves green and wear sandals of sand. Let's raise a sculpture as we build a new land. There are no limitations, except those we believe in.
Our idea is, with this human rights event, and the whole rave scene, is to come with the body of a human being.
We're going to make a big puppet.
And all its different parts.
And it's going to fight itself and then come to pieces, crash down to the ground, whatever, disperse through the crowd.
It's amongst the ravers, amongst the people, amongst the dancing, amongst the music. And somehow all the body parts are going to come together so that it looks like a fantastic spectacle. And it's going to be celebrated with lots of live drumming, with skin, drum skin, and fire, and singing and dancing.
So it's like you have to share as artists, collect all parts you don't have to what you have and join them to make one big full art.
We go out and we paint ourselves up and we invite scorn, ridicule, communication, laughter, rejection, all that stuff, and we enter into dialogue with ourselves and with others, really. We encourage them to kind of dye their hair green, whether they paint their face. It's like, be a kid for a little while, just enjoy it again. Remember when you were young. Remember how much fun life used to be. So we're still having fun, and our kids are having fun. And all the kids we know are learning to have fun, so it's up to the big people to grow up a little bit or grow backwards. Ungrow, because what our children need to teach us is what we all need to learn. So.
The idea of the sketch came from the BDI, of which it's a group which I like most because it taught me a lot of things, especially in making of costumes. Because if I remember clear, before I have to make my show, I contacted Monique to come and help me in costumes. So before the day of the show, they actually helped me a lot to do those sketches. So it was just like something, I didn't knew that I can do something like that with the rubber. So it's a good experience for me.
It's not just a professional thing. People are doing it because they love it, and because they love each other in the group. You know, it's not purely a professional thing.
The reason why I like street theater shows, you know, it attracts people, it makes people happy, you know, takes people away from their problems, you know, take their mind away from their big problems.
People trying to find some meaning in their lives, trying to find some entertainment. It's, I don't know, it's very exciting and bright.
I mean, it does start to spill over into your ordinary life because you start to realize that you can actually live like that, that you don't have to always sort of take your performance clothes off and go back to wearing a grey suit. And so I think it opens up possibilities. I mean, it allows you to start thinking about making choices about things that you hadn't thought about before, you know. And I think that I hope that what it does is it starts to break down the categories that exist between things, starts to break down opposites, starts to break down the black and the white, it starts to break down the male and the female, it starts to break down the rights and the wrongs.
Our group's name is Tembisa Youth Club, and our leader is Clara Kumalo. We're doing dance and drama, and the drama group has gone to Sebokeng for the drama festival, and they won the second prize.
Clara was doing dance and I was in drama, you see. And for the kids, they came knowing nothing at all about drama, dance. I'd say to you, they're going somewhere. They show that in the group there are stars of tomorrow. And with the girls, there's gonna be a choreographer.
Or maybe if you're doing drama, you can be a teacher who's teaching drama. And if you go to university, they even ask you what did you do in the location. So you must give them something that you have done.
And some costumes, we made it ourselves. You see? It's a tube, like tube so. Then some others like this. And it's okay. It's beautiful because we done it with ourselves. With our hands, using sense. You know? Thank you.
Well, drama is important for me at this point because I have nothing to do, and after I went to drama, I've seen some more things happening to me, becoming mentally healthy. I think you become more creative, and you always learn when you are in art. always see some new things, and I've seen a lot. So I love art because it helps me and takes me out of the streets, and it gives me something which maybe I can live on one time in the future.
The kids thing that we did at Tembisa was really beautiful because you got all these children and stopping the 5 o'clock rush hour traffic and holding traffic up for maybe 20 minutes on the main road into Tembisa.
The children were so very much happy, but the way it happened, it was just like a surprise to the children. Oh no, we know Penny, but the way it happens this time, it's very, very different. And we like you guys to do it every year, to be with us years and years and years, because we see now it's like a changing of Penny, but more interesting, so you see.
There's a lot of taxis and a lot of people who've had a long day at work and coming home. But the power of the force of the love that was generated by these kids just roaring through the streets with the dragon and dancing and jiving at Penny Carnival. It was so immense that the traffic actually just ground to a standstill while 500 happy children ran across the road. That's rush hour traffic.
I mean, it just makes all sorts of things possible, and I suppose that what starts happening is that if you can wake yourself up while you're dreaming, then maybe you can live your dreams.
When the whole world comes out to play, how can you live without laughter? How can you survive half alive? Spirits must flow just like water. It's time to be the me that lives life free. Yeah, it's time to be the me that lives life free. There may come a day when the whole world comes out to play. Put the past away, when the whole world comes out to play. Children will reach for their dreams, y'all. Everyone will thrive on the vine. Since spirits must flow just like water, it's time to be the me that lives life free. It's time to be the me that lives life free. There must come a day when the whole world comes out